Hi everyone, Jan Furston here again with the third of the 3 journals that I'm offering for sale in my Etsy shop. These will be for sale on my Etsy shop on Wednesday, the 23rd of November at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. This is something new that I'm doing because I know that a lot of people, they work or whatever, and you don't always have access to when these videos go up. And they usually go up in the middle of the day when you might be at work. And I got the idea from Dawn of the Book Vandal shop, and I thought, well, that's a pretty cool idea. So that's what I'm going to do with these. So again, Etsy, Wednesday the 23rd, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, they'll be up for sale. And this is the third of the 3 journals that I have. They're all lace journals. They're all similar, but not identical in any stretch of the imagination. They are all 6.5 by 9 with a 2-inch spine with vintage lace. The backs I've kept plain except for my maker's mark. They all have 64 pages that are bound and a lot of additional pages that I stick in pockets and stuff like that, in addition to, journal cards and things like that. But these are full pages I'm talking about. And all of them have a lace tie on it. So let's get started. These are vintage napkins. Aren't they sweet? I thought those were so neat. And a little booklet. And this is using one of my favorite dies. It's a Tim Holtz die. I believe it's Tim Holtz. And it's the 3 pockets, but it's larger. I've seen some that are smaller, but I like larger ones. And normally I would put paper on here. Let's see if I've already glued it down. But normally I would put paper on, but of course this is a lace journal. So on this one, that's antique lace, and then this is vintage, and I think that's new. So I thought, oh, that's neat. So here, I'm not even going to unwrap it. It's just a page that's blank on the inside. It's real pretty. Pop you down in there. And where's the larger one? Okay, have I lost my mind? Or did it? Nope. Okay, I'm here. Little cardstock with a little book charm on there. I love book charms. There we go. Let's see. We're going to put him. All right, come on. And then there's 2 of the smaller pieces. Okay. Edged in vintage lace. There's a book charm. And that is from an earrings that I used to have. And I thought, and I never wear them. And I thought, you know what? You can make a book charm out of there. And I did. Here we have a pocket. It's paper. I like a lot of writing space, so. Beautiful napkin. Isn't that gorgeous? I would have killed anyone who had used a napkin and gotten spaghetti sauce or something on it. So, which explains why they're in such good condition as far as this part of it. But their edges are frayed and everything, so I buy them and then just use this part. And to reinforce it, I glue it onto cardstock and then sew it along. And then I glue the cardstock part down to the edge. And it makes it a much stronger and less, it moves less, stays straight and everything. And here we have, I have a digital kit, and I'm not sure who it belongs. I want to say Lorna of Tailor Made Journals, and it's a digital kit, and I will put that in the description, but they are beautiful, beautiful pictures of samplers that people have done. And I used to do samplers, nothing this ornate. And it's just amazing to me that some of these samplers that people made, just gorgeous. So anyway, there's that. And again, I'll put that link down. There we go, just a fabric fall. More paper. This is a vintage, no, antique, 1910 piece of ledger paper that I've used. And here we go. I had fun with the lace. Some old lace and just keeping it flat. I love it. And these are from my favorite Mexican restaurant. They use these little, it's like wax paper, but I can't remember the better name for it. But, and it's not vellum. And of course, I can never think of the name when I want to think of the name. But anyway, they wrap their silverware in cloth napkins and they put them all down in here. And they're so neat. And I saw them. I'm like, oh, I want those. I wanted several. So my husband's like, oh my gosh, she has lost it. She is saving stuff from the Mexican restaurant for her journals. Well, yeah. So, isn't that beautiful? I don't remember who did it, but I will put the link below. And there's just beautiful. And there's another book charm. I had tried to create a, what do you call it, a bookmark? Yeah, it failed miserably. And I thought, well, I'm not going to waste this part of it, so I kept it. This is just plain paper. I'm not going to undo it, but it just folds over the front. A little bag with, that's an antique, it's a sewing, J.P. Coates Best 6 cord, I think, or something like that. But it had the top was missing, so I thought, well, we can cover that. You can save all kinds of little bitty bits and pieces and use them. That's what I like about doing the snippets and stuff, is that even the smallest of pieces, I've saved pieces of lace that I really enjoy, like 1 inch. I try not to save anything less than 1 inch, but yeah, it's amazing. See, there's another one. It just, that was about a 2-inch thing. But they look great on the ends of paper or in fabric snippets and stuff like that. And this paper is from a journal that's 1910 or 1912. Thought that was cool. And here we have a book charm that's a key and a lock. I got carried away with book charms this time too. Each journal has, I think, about 6 of them. This is a doily. And how I do these is I take the doily and put it on the same color of cardstock or paper as the backing. And then once I glue it on, or in this case I stitched it on all the way around, it gives it stability. And then I glue that on, like, around here to make a pocket. This is a real orchid, one of my pressed flowers. And I've just made it as a flip. I didn't want to make it a pocket or anything. I just thought it was neat. Beautiful lace. This is a bee, and that's from some of my colored glue sticks, which I think are so cool. And I think they're better than wax, because wax, I don't know, it tends to dry out and what have you. Beautiful pocket. I'm not going to undo this, but it's just plain on the inside. Just pretty. There we go. I love the seam binding. I need to do some more. I've got a lot of it, but I need to tea dye it. Postcard. These came from a kit that I'd purchased from G. Kerr a couple of years ago, and I'm still using the stuff from it. It was an excellent kit that she did. An actual kit. It wasn't like a digital kit, but hard copy kit, I should say. So pretty. She has some beautiful things. Little book charm, little heart. That's also from G. Kerr, just a blank card. And this is just a little notebook. One day I had all these strips of tea stain paper, some project I was using, and I had to cut off about that much of the paper, and I had a lot of it, and I thought, wow, what in the world? I'm not going to throw it away. And I'm glad I didn't, because I made these little, just little scrap pads. Easy to make. Sew across the top. Put a little snippet with fabric and paper. Works like a charm. This is one of the die cuts that I use from Tim Holtz. And then the picture is a photocopy of my original cabinet cards. And I love him. I love the haircut and the ears. Bless his heart. And he's just so perky looking. And here we have just plain paper. Now this one I did in contrasting. This one, the other one was the same color as the backing. This one I wanted to contrast to show up this pretty cutout lace here. So again, cardstock that I stitched down, and then I glue the cardstock to the page, and it gives it much more stability. Card here. I think that came from Pink Monarch, if I remember correctly. Belgian, is it Belgian? Brussels, I'm sorry, Brussels antique postcard. Little book charm. And these little charms, they come off of, you know, necklaces that are broken or whatever. I get them from everywhere. At my last retreat, I took a lot of jewelry bits and pieces, and that's what I did. I made little findings, little book charms. Isn't that sweet? Someone has crocheted that, and it's so pretty. I have this color, and I have some in purple, and I just love them. I got this idea from Jeanette at My Cottage Crafts. I'd purchased a journal from her a couple of years back, and she had done several cards where she layered stuff, but then she put tulle over it. And I thought, oh, that is so cool. Well, this isn't tulle, but it's like it. It's some fabric that I had, bits and pieces. I love using up stuff that I've had laying around. Another book charm. And here we have 2 postcards. Vintage lace. And this is from a set of postcards that I had, and it's called The Reading Woman. There was The Reading Woman 1 and The Reading Woman 2. Beautiful postcards, and I've used them a lot in journals. I thought, well, this is, you know, appropriate to use them in journals. Why not? And then here we have another one. I had a lot of fun with these journals, but I have to tell you, by the time I was finished with them, because it started out as one journal, and it was way too thick. So then it was going to be 2 journals, and then it finally made it to 3 journals. So by the time I finished it late last night, I was like, I'm so tired of these journals. So it's a flower from a corsage, a vintage corsage. This is one of my frame sets. This is from the spring of 2021. These flowers are beautiful lace. And the frames come from Nikki Adigan of Musings by Nikki. And she had small frames that were, you know, about, I don't know, 2 by 3 or whatever. And I saw them, and I thought they were larger. And then I was so disappointed when they were so small, because I needed them larger. And I thought, you know what? It's not going to hurt to ask. And to her credit, bless her heart, she made large ones. And I love them. And I believe they're still in her shop. So I put in my flowers. This is Fuchsia, Dame's Rocket, Bleeding Heart, and Dogwood. And I just love the different frames she uses. They're just gorgeous. And you can use them not only for, you know, obviously flowers. You can use stickers in there of flowers or whatever. I've even thought about using silk flowers. But you can also use them for picture frames, you know, pictures of people. So, and I'll put that, her link down below. But again, it's Nikki Adigan. Sweet lady. She certainly did not have to do that, and she did. Little book charm of a butterfly. And then we just have some cards here. I love these. I love them small, and I love them large. I just think, you know, little pockets. You can do about 4 or 5, depending on the size of it. Just some more book charm. That's just I love the hair. I'm not sure what the difference is between a hare and a rabbit. I'm not sure if one is larger or whatever, but anyway. Whoops, come on you. Behave. That's just stuck in there. And I'm not going to undo that. an envelope. Beautiful paper, again, from G. Kerr, that kit that I got from her a couple of years back. And then this is an envelope. Just cards and what have you to write on. That came from a, what do we call it? A scrapbooking kit. And I think it's called Old Laces. And I just love it. All right, see, I always put them on wrong, but that's okay. So let's put him. No, that'll drive me crazy, so I'll just leave it there and I'll fix him later. And all of them come with, all of the journals come with writing boards. Perfect for putting behind a page when you're wanting to write. It's not always easy with all the ephemera that we have. So every one of them come with one of those as well. So that's it for the 3 journals, 3 separate videos. And again, they will go in my Etsy shop on Wednesday, the 23rd of November at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. And let me know what you think about that process. I've never done that before, but I got the idea from Dawn of the Book Vandal shop, and I thought it was nice. So I'm going to try it out, and so let me know what your thoughts are. I hope you're all having a blessed day. It is beautiful outside. It's a little chilly, but it is beautiful. Sun shining. And this is the week of Thanksgiving, so I pray that you all have a lovely Thanksgiving. We all have so much to be thankful for. And be kind to your people in the shops. You know that we're short of supplies. We're short of people who will work. And so, you know, just keep all that in mind and don't take it out on the shop people. I saw that in a Facebook post, and I thought, you know, it's right. It's easy to get frustrated when you can't find something that you want. And you've been to 2 stores and you still can't find it, and, you know, da-da-da. But, you know, being rude or mean or nasty to a shop clerk's not going to do anything. It literally costs nothing to be kind. And I know I'm preaching to the choir because all of my subscribers are wonderfully kind. So, but you can pass that bit of advice along, and maybe someone who needs to hear it will hear it. Hope you're all having a blessed time. Take care, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.